My name is Derek Temple, and I'm in Fundamentals of Physics Online with Raul Vargas, and this is my lovely assistant.
Hi, I'm Honesty. I'm Derek's wife.
Tonight I'm going to talk about collisions.
A collision? You're going to be talking about car accidents?
Well, a car accident is a type of collision.
Okay.
But a collision is not limited to just cars running into each other. A collision occurs when two or more objects hit each other. When objects collide, each object feels a force for a short amount of time. This force imparts an impulse or changes the momentum of each of the colliding objects. But if the system of particles is isolated, we know that momentum is conserved. Therefore, while the momentum of each individual particle involved in the collision changes, the total momentum of the system remains constant.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What does all this mean?
Well, have you ever played pool before?
Yeah, I've played pool before.
Well, let me show you what this means.
Okay.
In a game of pool, you use the cue ball to hit the other pool balls. When you hit the other pool balls, you try to get them into the pockets. Now, the momentum of the cue ball and the momentum of the balls that it will collide with, each individual ball will change momentum during the collision. But the collective momentum of all of the balls before the collision will equal the collective momentum of all the balls after the collision. This is what is meant when we say that the momentum is constant before and after a collision.
Oh, I see now. So, how does this tie into your degree?
Well, this particular concept of physics ties into my degree because anytime that you have two objects that collide, in order to make that happen in an internet environment, you have to put in the code. And the code uses physics properties.
And what is your degree?
My degree is web design and development. So if I want to go into developing games like Angry Birds, for instance, I have to know how to apply the physics applications that will be used in that game. Collision is used in most games. Let me show you an example. This is Angry Birds on Facebook. As you can see, you control the bird by pulling back on it and then releasing. And you have a collision. In fact, multiple collisions. Now, in order for that to happen, I have to be able to put that into code so that the internet will understand what I am putting up there. Pretty much any gaming environment you're going to have is going to have collisions. And there are collisions outside of that. Say I want to make an application where I have maybe 2 or 3 objects in my browser that I want to have move while the introduction to my site is going. In order to do that, I have to tell them to move, and I have to tell them where their boundaries are and what to do when they reach those boundaries, or what to do when they come across each other's paths. This will require me to understand how the concept of physics that I'm using works. That sums up my presentation on collisions and how physics relates to web design and development.